think both teams here is going to be an interesting one to actually look at. Now we do have the maps. I think Dust 2 is an interesting pick because it just shows where Eternal Fire have been at. They have been a little up and down. The fact that this is the map that they're picking, they'd be more willing to let it be picked against them or be that third and final. So it's going to be interesting what we see here. But early kill has gone the way of Ecstatic. Decent damage to B-Nox as well.
Nice from Lele though. Wow. Oh, okay. Well, I think that round could... Obviously, the TMB or Nut, they could go retrieve that rifle that's dropped in middle from Lele, but they haven't done that yet. And they seem pretty aware of Nut. Sierra's going to be a rotation here towards the B-bomb side, but spotted in middle. Sierra will get one, and now the MP9 running and gunning and finding. Excellent from Nut. Just to give people an idea of the level that Acor played at. If you don't know much about him, I feel like he's a player that some could go a little bit under the radar, forgotten about. Not to say that we have, but he played in that major final against Vitality in Paris. That was the Game Legion iteration, or that was the roster he was in. So, a very, very experienced player here.
Will actually be money for Ecstatic to invest if these two weapons can be saved. That could be easier said than done. I mean, look at where Eternal Fire are at. There's no chance these weapons are being saved. The question is now going to be, can TB find anything before going down?
Good question. Why is Masked on the AWP? Am I the only one that's...
Nothing more. No kills actually found just yet for Eternal Fire. Swing comes through. No, we'll find one with the USP. You got one at the back of the bomb site as well. That's a freebie for Sierra. Sierra finds two with the USP. Surely not the eco, Fred.
Well, we've seen a fair few of these types of rounds, but expectation so limited. The bomb's been dropped as well. That's the issue. Calyx now looking to activate here from shore. Great find onto Sierra. Trying to bait out the orb shot of Lugs in here.
Still a chance here with these two Deagles in play. Luxon is going to cross. We'll spot one out, but missed shot.
At least he's not taken down. Calyx questioning whether there's going to be a play through the smoke. Another missed shot for Luxon. TMB. Luxon will find. So, intel the TMB's here in CT. 14 seconds on the clock. Luxon going to be peeking. Nice shot there. Okay, well, he gets 3 kills in total, but...
Above Acor, getting aggressive here towards short. Molotov thrown. Acor will strike with the AWP. Even more util being thrown, but Immor can dodge these double nades. Look at the pace of Immor.
Very speedy hit. Acor, though, can find him. Obviously, with the amount of casualties on the side of Eternal Fire in the last round, it's created some issues with the finances. I understand Luxon and Calyx can both buy, but... Static. Oh, there we have it. Nice double there from Nut.
Beyler, CSGO Skins'te $250'lık bir çekiliş oluşturdum. Açıklamadaki linkten Messi promosyon kodunu kullanarak $3'lık bir yükleme yaparsanız eğer çekilişe katılmış oluyorsunuz. Yüklediğiniz bakiyeyi de kasa savaşında ya da kasa açarak değerlendirebilirsiniz. Ödeme yöntemlerinde de isterseniz envanterinizle, isterseniz kredi kartıyla ya da kriptoyla ödeme yapabilirsiniz. Messi promosyon kodunu kullanmayı unutmayın. Hoşça kalın. Bay bay.
A little bit misjudged. Just going to be shifting their way through. I like the approach here from Eternal Fire. A shot from Acor. See, this is the investment from Eternal Fire. There are limitations littered. 2 Deagles, utility a bit of an issue. Masked.
Yeah, he's playing this one really well. Exactly how you need to play this long lurk.
From Calyx as well. Finding that kill. It's just going to keep attention elsewhere. B-Nox finally taking contact. Luxon finds TMB. And it's Sierra Nut 2 versus 5 now. Making a 1v5. Sierra just gets the first. With 2 smokes towards short. Not even denying sightline of the cross to the bomb site.
I mean, that's the issue.
Oh, great find. Speaking of confidence, Acor goes for a peek towards top tunnels. But Luxon, he's quick enough to find. Nut found as well. Great double from Luxon here. And Lele traded from Immor. Immor could get another here. So much damage onto TMB. It's just going to have to be the save here for Ecstatic. It's going to be Eternal Fire finding 4 and maybe even 5.
Ecstatic don't look to take this base towards short at all. So they just are so heavily relying on this CT plate to come through. And it's going to be unlikely. So pretty comfortable one in the last. And an even more comfortable one here for Eternal Fire. Good few kills early. We'll just give them that And Ecstatic, they got 50% win rate on it, but they've only played it 4 times in the last few months. Only played it once in the last 2 months. It feels like maybe that could have been a better pick for Eternal Fire, but opted for Dust, and so far, so good.
Obviously, sample size for Eternal Fire on both Dust 2 and Overpass pretty much the same. But, as you mentioned, it's not as though Eternal Fire pick this map all too often. It's kind of just picked against them generally. Look, ever since the guns have been in play, that's 5 out of the last 6 being found from Eternal Fire.
And opening kill again. Immort takes the first. Start to push out. Acor can delay with a Molotov, but Immort will peek behind this. And Eternal Fire don't need to rush anything. They've already got the opening kill. Forcing these rotations off, and BO3 can strike from long.
I hope people haven't forgotten about BO3, because I know I certainly haven't. Every single one we watched from Permitter back through 2024, it was just, okay, well, Permitter, they're going to win this game because BO3 is going to farm. And we have seen this since the kind of change to this Eternal Fire roster, but he throws the AWP away and then looks for a rifle and then saves. I will be very confused. Okay, there's one. The molly onto Nutnut's angle.
Time is ticking. Sadly, no one can really back away towards tunnels. The flashbang is so good, and
they probably should win Dash, shouldn't they?
I mean, should is a different question entirely, really. I think both teams have a really good chance to take Dust. I don't think there's necessarily any huge favourite on this map.
Okay. Especially when you look at the caliber of teams their losses are from. It's, you know, the Fanatics, it's Big, it's FaZe, it's Haravision. And not to say that there isn't similarities in some of Eternal Fire's losses, but it's kind of... it's 35 games, 26 wins. They introduced Train to their map pool very early on. I think they played it 20 times or something like that. They're 15 times, Charlie, and they lost it twice. They had a crazy win rate on the map, and they were against some really, really good teams. Because we mentioned how Ecstatic...
There's a man advantage here for Eternal Fire. There is no armor on Masked. He can get taken down very easily. This nade could cause some serious damage, bring them down to 22 HP. Molotov will deny this bomb plant for now, but Masked has a trick in his back pocket with a smoke grenade. And bomb has been denied. Calyx as well to find Sierra, but gotta go and retrieve this bomb.
I actually don't think that's a bad trade. And the fact that the bomb plant didn't come through sub 10 seconds, it means that Calyx does technically have time to find TMB. The TMB showing a lot of reservations here, but Calyx will get the kill. And as mentioned, the bomb's been recovered. Recognizing that Nutnut's probably here towards short, so Calyx has now got a 1v1. I did say I don't think that was an unworthy trade, and Calyx down to 19 points of health. Such an awkward fight. Nutnut. Headshot angle for Calyx, but Nutnut will find. So an important clutch for Ecstatic. Again, though, it was the half buy. It was a hero AK. Important turnaround, because remember, they were 5-3 down. And 2 of those rounds found on the pistol, but important find for Immort. Immort's been good at getting these kind of early openers. I'm intrigued to know what the opening kill stats are.
From Ecstatic. That's obviously 7 going the other way, but Acor has been heavily leaned upon for those openers. All the space taken through CT from Calyx as he's pushed through. Nutnut is going to walk into the crosshair of Calyx. Acor gets taken down.
6-6. That should be the
scoreline.
scoreline.
Actually managed to walk past Calyx here. But it's only 1 versus 5, so despite a bit of good fortune for Nutnut, he will get taken down eventually. He will find the first. We'll find the second, but Calyx is there ready.
I think side favouring, we do have to mention, will be very, very vital here. It's been really tough on the CT side for Ecstatic recently. Nice find from Immol through the smoke. Gives a real chance at this round. Issue is both CTs currently in spawn. Maneuvering out, not going to be easy. Immol slowly creeping closer. Acor an unknown entity, though. This is the issue. Steps heard, and that's easy for Acorn. Now they can peek together. Sierra gets the trade. Ecstatic. Enox is in a nice position here. Eternal Fire could get a lot from this, but it's all dependent on whether these MP9s can connect. And Enox struggling. Sierra gets the double through the smoke, though, and it's Sierra Nut now in a 2 versus 2. The issue is Nut, whether it's a Mag 10 on the possibly the longest range fight for one, he makes it work. Lugson has actually had quite a hand for Eternal Fire so far, but whether he can top perform, whether he can continue the success, I doubt. Immor gets the double, Beanox doubling himself, and now it's Anlele for a 1 versus 3. We've mentioned how Anlele is always such an asset here. Oh, Anlele gets another. It's now on Lugson. 1 versus 1. Anlele with the 4K. Sticking the bomb here. Anlele arguably with the advantage in this one. Lugson takes the risk, steps hard, but Lugson still hits the shot. Even after Anlele connects the first 3 bullets. It's not enough to get the kill.
Well, the Orb of Acorn, they know where he is, but can't find a way to get it through the smoke. Is Immor, but Anlele, fortunately for Ecstatic, glued towards that smoke.
Understatement. Just 2 flashbangs. Still so much util for Ecstatic. TMB going towards CT here. Mask will get 1 on this flank, and that's surely got to be the go call for Ecstatic to accelerate. Molly behind this smoke for the boost. Still. Has that been heard? It has been heard. Nutnut's just getting that information. Mars has made so much noise, anticipating that the T's are all in middle and that they've already made their way onto the B-bomb site. Calyx should have said, look, I don't hit anything, mate. Just have a bit more discipline. Calyx goes 1 for 1. TMB. Nice trade. We'll get the bomb down. Sierra finding Beanox, and now it's all on Lugson. 1 versus 3 here. Orb in hand. We mentioned the money for Eternal Fire is breakable.
It doesn't make a difference. Ecstatic are still able to win the round. Double digits found from them, putting themselves 3 rounds away from taking their opponent's map pick.
Smoke towards long there. What's sent by the T's? I don't really know. Surely, I'm guessing it's meant to be a corner smoke, but a missed corner smoke. This is the bomb, and this is an orb. Acor able to back away. They have spotted there in the corner. It is Nut. Dealt with by Immor. Aim behind the smoke is Sierra. Lugson will find Anlele. You can find another here. That would be insane. It is a 5 versus 3 scenario. I like how Sierra's playing this. A lot of people will say, oh, okay, why isn't he being more disciplined? They've got, you know, time on their side and whatnot. I actually think it's very important him looking to keep this control towards short. And Acor finds 2. Oh, Sierra will go down there, but
I don't think how he played it was wrong. I think just the missed shots. What really cost him there. Acor is holding for this angle. He gets the information. I quite realise he's crossed, yeah, but I think TMB might have got the intel, and Calyx feels like there's no chance in this round, and we'll just back away, keeping hold of the AK into the next. I've already given my thoughts on what I think would happen if Ecstatic do take down Eternal Fire here on map number 1.
Four-round lead, though, for Ecstatic, and only 2 more to find, and already a fair bit of damage has been dealt to Calyx. Beanox going to be playing in front of this smoke. Flashbang comes through. Timing looks good on the flash. Beanox just tucked away here. Shoulder spotted, but Beanox can still find. Again, I think it's an asset that Beanox has.
Well, Ecstatic has to play disadvantage now, though. And 2-man disadvantage as Anlele gives up a gunfight to Lugson. That Lugson will take every day.
I think a save would be the worst. I wouldn't mind a save here. Obviously, they're going to be looking for picks, and if kills can be found, then brilliant, but smoke's faded now in CT. Beanox could peek any moment. Oh, Acor. That's how Lugson taken down. Sierra's going to get found by Mast in just a moment, but it's Beanox actually to get the kill. Nut 1v5. I was going to say I wouldn't mind the idea of a save here, because it would have actually allowed for a full investment from Ecstatic.
He's got all this space into CT. They are aware of it, and spams come through. Nut. Just trying to force the CTs back. We'll find one. Trade is quick.
Look at Mars' position here, though. He's just playing behind the smoke. It's all going to be about timing. Oh, and Lele's jumped on top of him. Trade will be seen from Sierra. 3 versus 3 with the bomb site covered. Okay, well, he's finally looking to push in now. Very slow, though, here is Lugson. No utility remaining. Great find from Sierra. Found 2 kills already. Obviously, was the one that got the trade onto Mars. The bomb is planted for them. There's a molly that's been retrieved and a defuse kit for Immort. They're completely overlooking... Oh, I was going to say they're completely overlooking Acor, but... Nice trade. TMB can still win this one. Oh, he spotted him off the bomb, and that's where TMB is going to be disciplined here. And Lugson just going to look to save. Ecstatic find 12. Both pistols, to be fair.
Yeah, it feels like it has allowed them just to have this slight edge over a tunnel fire, and that's what they've needed. Swing from Mars. Can't find one. A trade with the scout through the smoke.
Yeah, Acor getting that pick through the smoke. So key. Acor can... Not an easy shot to hit. Nice from both Calyx and Beanox. Bring this to a 2 versus 2. Sierra attempting through the smoke. Needs to be cautious. Oh, Sierra's going to go through this. Fully blinded. No trade, though. Sierra can't find Beanox. Elevated angle for Lugson. And Lugson takes down Sierra. It's now Acor in a 1v4. But Lugson... Damage. Main aim of this game. Obviously, it's such a limited loss bonus. How have we seen so many kills come through? The Deagles are working well. This is like a half buy that they couldn't buy in the next. It's a double eco scenario that they brought down to a 4 versus 1. And Nut and CT and Lele fine. What has just happened? Ecstatic, they've taken the map